Hi guys. Okay, so yes, we are doing I guess this is a skull. I found this at Michael's. There is an Instagram challenge. It's a color challenge that I'm participating in. It is orange and black. Those are the colors that I needed to use. So what my goal was to use as many colors as possible that were orange and black. So we did the background black, and as you saw in the beginning, you know, I got some black on the raised wood, because what this is the lighter areas are raised wood. So it makes my job easier to paint. But I had seen this technique done on YouTube, and I'll link her videos, her channel, in the description. But she painted a dragon, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. So I wanted to try it, and then I found this mask, and I was like, okay, I think I can do this. But when I first picked up that first knife of color, it had too much black in it. Because, you know, the background is black already. So, and pretty much I'm trying to go for kind of a floral look, lots of texture in the orange. So I needed some black, but not a lot of black, because again, the background is black. But what I like about this technique is anyone can do this. Pretty much you put the paint in the tray, and then you use a palette knife, or you can even use a popsicle stick, or any kind of tool, kitchen item. You can even use a spoon to put the paint down, and then you tap it, and it can create these swirls in the paint, and you have this awesome design going on. Like, I am actually going to be hanging this on my door. I know it's like the Dawn of the Dead, and we might have passed that already. I don't know when that is. It was on sale at Michael's. So, but you know, my son's 6 years old. He doesn't go for all the real skeleton and stuff. He says it's too spooky. So I figured this was nice and, you know, kind of happy, but still kind of Halloween, kind of. So I'll be able to put this on my door until Halloween's over. So, and again, it goes for this challenge that I'm participating in, and it just the swirls of the colors, and you know, it really created something that looked really cool. And one of these days I will be maybe attempting a dragon, because her dragon looked really cool. But anyways, so it did take a while. Next time when I do this, instead of hand painting the background like I did, I will probably pour the black paint. And because the wood is raised, it's okay if black gets on the top part, because obviously I'm covering it up with the oranges. So the black base would not have bothered it, but I didn't know that at the time. So it took me quite a while to paint the black base, because I did it with a paintbrush, and you know, going in between the wood, and I was trying not to get it on the wood at all. So if anyone decides to do this, just paint it all black, and then you can put the oranges or whatever colors you want over top, because it's not going to matter really, unless you're using like a transparent color. But anyway, so this was a lot of fun because again I was learning how to kind of work with the palette knife, putting it down and creating these swirls in the paint. So that was pretty cool. And pretty much what I'm doing is I'm dipping the bottom of the palette knife in the paint and just transferring it onto the raised wood, and then I'm using the tip of the palette knife to create, just to tap the paint to create, you know, little swirls or designs. So if, let's say, some of the color comes out too orange, right, like, you know, kind of like then I just go back in and I'm like, okay, let's put a little bit of black in here. So then I use the tip and I add some black. Or if it's too black, then I add some of the lighter orange. And it just it flowed really nicely. I was very happy with how this went. So I look forward to doing more things like this. Alright, so here I'm doing the eye, and then I realize that I'm kind of not getting enough orange. So I end up adding more orange and some more paint, because it was kind of starting to get muddy. You know, just because you're dipping your palette knife in over and over and over again. So that's one thing that you need to be aware when you're dealing with this, because, you know, every time you're sticking your whatever tool you're using into that tray of paint, you are mixing the colors a little bit. So you just need to be aware of, you know, trying to keep, I guess, the colors more uniform. And as I'm doing like these swirlies here on either side of the nose, I'm noticing, you know what, they're kind of more of a brown. They don't have enough orange in them. So I add more orange because I'm like, you know what, I want more orange. And the challenge on Instagram is orange and black. Now, when I came to this area, it was all flat, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to use the bottom of the palette knife, and we're just going to kind of the same kind of way of doing balloon kisses, but with the palette knife. And I was like, I hope it works. And thankfully it did. It turned out the way that I wanted it to. I got a little worried that it would be a little muddy, but I mean, it's whiskers. What whiskers look amazing, right? No, the designs on these actually turned out pretty well. I couldn't be happier. You know, the little black that's in there, you know, it goes like whiskers. So, and the teeth, it's actually kind of because the wood is raised. I did get paint when I was doing like the teeth and stuff, and some of the flowers where it shouldn't have been. So I was able to go back through after the orange mixture had dried. I went back through with black paint and just covered it up, because nobody's going in with a microscope and going to be looking to see, oh look, that's where some paint fell over, or you know, whatever. So like I was able to go back in. If you look on the mustache, there's like little slits cut out. I went back in and put some black paint back in the slits that the palette knife had covered up. You know, so we just redefined those areas with the black paint. So it worked out pretty well. Yeah, I will definitely be either getting another one and doing different colors, and maybe having two hanging on my door. I don't know. But at least for right now, this one will be hanging on my front door. So that way I can retire my Christmas wreath. Shh, don't tell anybody. I still have my Christmas wreath hanging up. But it's bronzes and golds, and, you know, kind of matches the front of my house. So... Anyways, here we go with the wet reveal. You know, as you can see, some of this paint did go over the sides, as I was talking about earlier, and I really wasn't worried about it. Like I said, you know, the black paint, I was able to touch it up. But I mean, look at the swirls and the colors that we were able to create by doing this tray technique. So, you know, here we are able to create a design. I mean, look at that. It's just beautiful. So yeah, we were able to create this design by using this tray technique, and pretty much anybody can do it. You just put paint in a tray and use a palette knife. And I got this thing from Michael's. So, alright, let's go into the dry reveal so you guys can see what it looks like dry. And here we go. It looks kinda cool, if I do say so myself. And I think we got some depth in the colors, not just straight orange and black. Kind of floral look going on. So I guess we'll see what they say on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and check me out on Instagram. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great night.